to help hide a big butt joint on the ceiling, I'm just gonna put the seam here. You got at least a 1/4 inch. You never really want to cut your drywall tight because then you end up forcing it. You end up breaking it, picking it up, putting it down. But anyhow, mark my studs this way, mark my studs that way. And if it was a bigger piece, I would have tagged a screw up in the corner to help me hold on to it. Always glue every stud. And it's usually easier to do ceilings if one's up, one's down. Then you go that way instead of both of you going up at the same time. This instance, breathe. There it goes. Thank goodness you marked your screws. Broke. Oh, and lo and behold, it's nails. You know what you have to do with nails? You can't pound them in. Don't pound them in. That's one of the worst things you could do. You have to pull them out. Yeah, needle nose pliers, vice grips work good. Yeah, and we got nails. So, but the nails have to come out and re-screw it. It's easy enough. Doing tubs, round tubs, don't drop any screws, or if you do, get them out of the tub right away. Come on, that's number 2. This is my first time. Since it's turned out like this, my ceiling piece probably should work for this back piece. It's the same size. So, when you're hanging the back, this lip here, a 1/4 inch more. So you're actually going over the flange a little and then back cutting it. But never ever go right over to the flange because then your whole piece is going to be lopsided throughout the whole wall. Or because then you'll have a bow, big bow in your wall. So just go to the flange. When I mean back cut it, I cut this at a back cut. They didn't want green board, so basically there's been drywall in showers forever. Yeah, so you can't be spraying the drywall with water. I mean, notice there's 2 plates, top plate and there's a bottom plate. Try to get in the top plate if you can. Try not to get it in the middle of the plates. Be screws under the tape. Since I back cut my piece, I was able to go over the flange a little. I mean, normally you would try to do it as easy as possible. But what I'm thinking is I'm gonna cut that. That might break. Anytime you get a little span in a whole piece, I'm gonna give it a whirl. Because I think one whole piece is gonna be a lot stronger. I should just cut out that top flange. I mean, it's not damaged, the corner's fine. Actually, it's easier if you draw a picture of your sheet diagram. Can't cut them tight, but it's best to stay like a 1/4 inch difference. But what you can do, if you want to get it tight, you can back cut one or both sides. So that way, if you get it up there, and if you have to trim a little, it's easier to trim it if you back cut it. It's a solid full piece. It's kind of hard to trim it. All right, so I'm gonna get my piece. See exactly where it's at. You can score it. Usually if you want to keep the dust down, just use like a handsaw. And then just go slowly, your smallest pieces. This, since you scored it, should cut a little easier. And yeah, but first of all, I'm gonna try to cut out my circle first. They do make smaller one of these, but I normally don't carry them around. I just use this one. It's a lot easier. So after you get your circle cut, go around the back and open it up a little bit. That way, if you're off a little bit, you can trim it a little bit. Nice and slow. Now I'm gonna back cut this in case if I'm off a little bit. Whew, easy enough. Sometimes you can take and just glue it automatically and then put your piece out. You could check it, but then glue it. I'm just gonna glue it, and then when I put it up there, I'm gonna try to not move it around too much. Keep it in place. Oh, and you see this pipe up here? Since there's no metal guard on it, a mark on the ceiling. X marks the spot you do not want to put a screw. Yeah, even though it's 1.25 inches, it still might be close. Always mark all your water lines. Now this spot looks a little big here for some reason. Looks a little big. So what I might end up doing if it's tight, putting some glue back here on the other side to help make it stick. Because if you were to bounce this, really that's sturdy. Nice little bead of glue there to glue the middle studs. Breathe deep. That is perfect. So your screw pattern for a whole sheet is just one in the bottom, one there, one there, one in the top. Ooh, it fractured. Oh, I gotta put one there. You want to try not to, because sometimes they're off, so then you can crack it. I want to keep it tight to this tub. Gooey, gluey. It's just about a 1/4 inch. So I glued, put a nice good bead of glue on there. I'm gonna go to the other side, squirt glue extra. Realistically, it's supposed to be a solid stud, but we don't have that. You just gotta make the best out of it. I really fractured. So it's about a stud, so I just got a little piece. And since this had the packing tape on it and around it taken, if you ever try to peel anything that's under the drywall, it's pretty difficult. You might not have a big nailer and you can get to the back, or a good nailer even after you glue. Just put some glue. All the screws I try to get under the corners so the tape hides them.